There are times in life that also if you don't believe something, you're going to be forced to believe it. What do I mean? When I was always told, listen to your body, listen inside, how does it feel? I was like, come on, like, are you serious? And then until one day I was actually forced to listen to my body when I got hit pretty hard and I felt like I was getting like this stab inside my chest. Then I understood that meaning, listening to my body. Then actually it was pretty clear. Many times, if just hear around a little bit, you could hear these days a lot about people talking how you should listen to your body, listen inside, and I've heard it a lot. I heard it from many close people and also different teachers that were talking about listening to the body, and I wasn't really sure what they're talking about. I was like, how does my body talk to me? Like, it's kind of silent. How does that work? And also about the whole mind-body. I was like, okay, mind is mind, and I'm assuming it's someplace in this area, and body is body. Like, what are all these connections? People were talking to me that all these cases that because something was in the mind, it affected the body, and the body was sick, so the body was only basically showing symptoms of what's going on over here. And there's a saying that thoughts are the language of the mind and feelings are the language of the body. And I heard all these different things, coming back and forth to me. And I never really understood, what does that mean? Like, how does all that work? In addition to that, many people told me that, in order to cure a lot of my problems, I need to listen more to myself. And like I just mentioned, what did they mean, listen to myself? They basically mean, listen to your body. Listen to your feelings. It took me a long time to understand what they're talking about, and it's not that all of a sudden I got, this awareness that I woke up and I understood everything, and that also happens to some people, all good. To me, that didn't happen. I was kind of forced to believe all those things that people were telling me. One day I was, exercising, and of course that has to do with the body and also with the mind. And as I was exercising, I was doing pull-ups. I was going up and down. I was doing that a few times, and then one of the times that I started going up, and then I was about this far up, and then I felt like a stab in my chest. I just fell down. I literally fell down, and I was like, what the hell is that? And I said, oh, this can't be. I'm in pretty good shape. Get up. I told myself, get up now and do it again. So again, I went up, another stab, and I was like, whoa, something over here is not good. And I again literally fell down. After that happened the second time, I started, I think the third, if I remember correctly, but I said, okay, let's not do that. Maybe I'll do, instead of pull-ups, I'll do push-ups. That's a little bit easier. And I started feeling really, heavy breath, serious pain in this area of the chest. And I didn't really understand, like, what is that? And I promise you, that moment I didn't tell myself, oh, listen to the body. What is the body telling you? Like, I listened because I was forced to listen. It's not that I wanted to listen. And then with time, in those next few weeks, I couldn't breathe that well, and I had pain in different areas of the body. And so what do you usually do in this situation? At least I'll tell you what I did. I went to doctors, and they told me what to do and what not to do, but they didn't really understand. They were talking about how to cure the current situation, but they never spoke to me about the root of the problem. And I understood that, okay, I need to do ABCD, mainly rest, and go through a lot of scans to understand where is exactly the problem. But there's a way I got to that place, that I got that stab in my chest. It didn't just happen all of a sudden, one day, hey, good morning, and I got it. I'm in fault for it, I need to take responsibility to the fact that I got there. And I'm not criticizing myself, actually, then I was, but today actually it's from a place of feedback. I understood, okay, what did I do wrong in order for me to get to that place? To be honest, it took me time to say that, what did I do wrong? At the beginning, I wasn't really looking inside, I was looking at all the reasons outside why I got to this stage, why I got to that pain, why I got to a place that, me, that I'm in such a good shape, I just have to stop. I have no other option. It happened to me, by the way, a different time in the past. This wasn't the first time, but the first time I told you I didn't learn the lessons. So I guess second time comes up. And eventually I started thinking, okay, I guess there is something that I need to do different. In order to get to a place you never got to, you need to do things you've never done. And I understood that I have to invest in myself. Now, invest in myself doesn't mean killing myself in exercise. Also that I learned, exercise hard, but only 20-30% of the time. The rest be more moderate. Unless, you're an athlete, and that's a different story. But most people, I learned that there are different ways to exercise. And I thought I'm investing in myself, but I wasn't really. And also when I wasn't really listening to my body. So I learned a few lessons. I learned a few lessons that were really crucial to the rest of my life and also help me now to help people like you and people around me. When you don't listen to your body, when you don't listen inside to that voice inside, you can get to places that you don't want to get to at all. You have an inner voice, you have a body that gives you signals on what's good for you and what's not. For example, if you exercise too hard, you'll feel it before you get the injury. You'll start feeling something not right. So learn to adjust. If you're right now in a relationship and things are not going the right way, you'll feel it someplace in your body. You'll feel some inner voice. Don't depress it. Don't put it under the carpet. The word depression, what does that mean, depression? Depression can also be depression, with yourself, could be depression in a relationship, could be depression toward a certain area of life. But in the core, what does that mean, depression? Depression means that you depress something, you put it down. Okay? Now, when you don't listen to your body, like I didn't listen to my body. When you don't listen to your body, you basically depress down the needs of your body, the needs of your soul, because your body is connected to your mind, is connected to your soul. And when you don't listen to it, when you don't listen first, to the physical body and to your, inner voice inside, you're basically suppressing them down. Now, eventually they'll rise up, but maybe in a way that you won't like it that much. So when you depress something, what happens at the end? You'll need to take care of it even more. The word depression basically means the more you depress it, you'll need more sessions, basically, with yourself. So the more you depress something, you'll need more sessions to take care of it with yourself, do the sessions, or with a therapist. So in order to avoid that, or in order to do the best you can, you must invest in yourself. And I understood that I have to invest in myself, because the more I depress that feeling in the body, the more I depress that inner voice, I'll need to take care of myself in different sessions and different therapies. And what I learned is that there are a few different key areas that we could invest in our lives, and I'll talk now about a few of them. But the main thing you need to understand that you need to connect to yourself. When you connect to yourself, you're more connected to what's happening inside. You feel yourself more. You're a lot more valuable for yourself. You bring the light that is in you. You could bring it out in a much more powerful way, because you have gold in you. You might not see all of it, because things, in life, kind of distractions from here and from there. But it's there, it's in you. And you have to understand that concept of investing in yourself. Connecting to yourself is so crucial in all areas of life, really. You'll never be the person you can be if you're not connected to yourself, if you don't listen to that body inside, and if you don't, listen to that voice inside. You have so much beauty in you, and I'm assuming a lot already is there, and you see it already, okay? It's there, it's 100% there. Now you see some of it, but there's so much more that you could find inside yourself. And when you find that, your life will be much better, and the life of the people surrounding you will be much, much, much better. So how can you start to listen to your body? How can you start, listening to yourself? Basically, how do you connect to yourself? So connecting to yourself starts with the understanding that you are important. You're not just here, to come and walk through life and eventually leave. You're important for yourself. You have beauty in you, okay? A lot of times we're out there for other people, but we forget about ourselves. For sure, I was there. And you need to understand that you have a lot of beauty in you and believe in yourself. How do you believe in yourself? That's a whole different video, but just go back into life and to places that you have succeeded, that you have done things that are well, and I guarantee you 2,000,000% that you had those times, and start building that self-esteem. Understand, if you were here on this planet, you could have been an ant, you could have been a tree, you could have been a rock, You're a human being. Be grateful for that. You have that opportunity. You woke up. Like, you're here, there's a reason you're here, okay? You woke up, there's a reason for that. So number one is believe in yourself. Then you must invest, in your body. Warren Buffett was asked what's the best investment you can do, and he said the best investment you can make is the investment in yourself. You have one body, okay? You have one. Take care of it. When you take care of it, you'll feel much better. What does that mean? It means sleep well. See what are your hours. Usually they say between 7 to 9, but check it on yourself. What are the hours of sleep you need to get. Get that deep sleep. Put that phone aside before you go to sleep. Don't look at it first thing in the morning. Okay? Treat yourself the best you can. So have that good sleep. Movement. You want to move. You want you could do exercise that has to do with running, swimming, whatever you want. There's so many options to do, but be in movement. Walking, I could give a list on another 20, but the point is that you want to be in movement, invest in yourself, and realize you're doing it the right way. Have the right nutrition. You need to build the nutrition that is good for you now. I know nutrition, it's kind of confusing because each expert says that their way is the best. Well, in a lot of fields, but especially nutrition, don't eat this, and a different expert says that's the best. Understand in general, processed foods, most of the oils and sugar are not good for you. The rest, some people say dairy is good, some is not. But check in on your body. Forget what other people say. Those are like the three that everyone will agree on. But the rest, check on yourself. See what does for you good, what doesn't. But nutrition is key. It's not talking about only by losing calories. Nutrition is also key for your mental health. Sleeping, nutrition, movement are so key for your mental health and for your physical health. Really, really key. In addition to that, learn how to get into quiet times that you listen to yourself. You want to listen to the body, you can close your eyes, you could look at something, whatever you want. I preferably close my eyes and I just try to listen to the body, just to realize what is there. Realize there are trillions of cells in my body working together, and that's amazing. And also when I do exercise, I try to listen to my body. When I'm right now in a relationship or talking to someone that I care for, I try to listen to myself. And of course, there are always different type of therapists that can help you in different type of ways. The point is that it needs to be someone that you value them, someone that you think they can actually help you, and don't come to them for them to do all the work. You need to do the work, but they could give you the tools to do the work. Another thing you could do in order to connect to yourself is breathing. Go look at the channel. I have a video over there explaining more about breathing. But when you breathe, you could connect more to yourself. You could listen more to yourself. Many times in life, we're busy being busy. And we have so many distractions that we don't really realize what's happening over here inside. And there's so much beauty in there just waiting for you to see it. So through breathing, let those thoughts come up. And through the breathing, you could connect more to yourself and discover all the beauty that is in you. I want you now to write down, okay? You didn't come here just to listen to me, because that's not the point. My point is to light your path and the path of the people surrounding you. And I want to light your path by you investing in yourself. So write down, please, what are 2-3 areas in life that you're going to invest in yourself. Now, if you're in a really crazy time in life, really busy, all that, all good, I'm all for you. But you could always, and you should always, and you must always make time for yourself, okay? So write down 3 areas that you can invest in yourself. The more the better, but if I said you're in crazy times, at least putting in the mind that you're investing in yourself, that you're important. Because if you're not here, if you'll take yourself all the way and you're kind of, overload yourself, eventually you won't be here. Your body will collapse. It happened to me. So write down those 3 areas that you're going to invest in yourself, and I want you to write down areas that you could be consistent with. And start with that small step, and later on another one and another one. But right now, focus only what you could do right now, and then from there push forward. But again, remember, if you don't invest in yourself, if you don't care of yourself, if you don't listen to your inner body, not what other people think should happen to you, what you feel inside, what that inner voice tells you to do, if you don't listen to it, you're losing so much of the beauty that is already in you, but you just can't see it. So start listening to your body, listen to your inner voice, and I believe in you. You can listen to it and you can find that beauty that is in you. I hope you enjoyed the video and got some tools to overcome your challenges and light your path. If you haven't yet, please smash that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget, the most amazing things in life are the ones you take for granted.